Today we're going to do lesson 5.6 on scale drawings. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil ready to go and a calculator. There is going to be some notes in here, so please pause the video as you need to and start it back up when you are ready. So this is the page that I want you to put in your notes. You're going to put in everything that's highlighted in yellow. Scale drawings and models. A scale drawing or model is used to represent an object that is too big or too small to be shown in its actual size. The dimensions of the object on the scale drawing or model are proportional to the dimensions of the actual object. Scale is one thing that we definitely have to know of. The scale is the ratio of the size of the model to its actual size. So scale is model to the actual size, and we'll be talking about that in our examples. A scale can have the same units or different units, and again, we'll see that in our examples. And you can use a scale to find missing measure on the model or on the actual object. Just set up and solve a proportion. So again, pause the video so that you can get this all written down, and then we'll get started with our examples. So the scale drawing, number one, a scale on a drawing for a new pool is 2 inches to 7 feet. So we have inches on top, feet on the bottom. This is our model, okay? This is our scale drawing. And now we're going to find I should say, let me rephrase this. The top is the model. The bottom is the actual. So 2 inches on the model is 7 feet on the actual swimming pool. So the question is, if the length of the pool on the drawing is 10 inches, so we're going to put that on top, what is the actual length of the swimming pool? Once we have that set up, it's just solving it like we normally do. And again, I'm going to go the easy way. 2 times 5 is 10. So 7 times 5. Our pool is 35 feet long. There's our answer. Number 2, the blueprint for a house uses the scale 1.5 inches equals 2 feet. So inches on top is our model, feet on the bottom is our actual size. So if the living room is 18 feet long, so we're going to put that on the bottom, find its length on the blueprint. And again, I'm going to go easy. 2 times 9 is 18. So 1.5 times 9 gives us 8. Whoops, sorry, I read the wrong answer. Let's try that again. 1.5 times 9 is 13.5 inches. Sorry about that. There we go. Let's do some more. The picture below shows 2 desks that are viewed from above. The sizes of the desks are proportional, and everything we talk about is going to be proportional. Find the missing side. Here's our missing side. So I'm going to set up a proportion. I'm going to go for the small desk on top, the large desk on the bottom. So I'm going to use 2 to 4, which means it's going to be 4 to x. So again, go the easy way, multiply by 2. So multiply by 2, x is 8 feet. So this would be 8 feet long. Number 3, the model of a car uses a scale 2 1/4 inches equals 3 feet. So I'm going to change that 1/4 to 0.25. I'm going to use decimals. So this is the model, and the actual is going to be on the bottom, which is 3 feet. So we have inches on top, feet on the bottom. If the model is 14 inches long, so we're going to put that up on top, what is the actual length of the car? So we're going to do, let's go up and down. And I'm going to do 2.25 divided by 3, which means I'm going to divide by 0.75. So over here, I'm going to divide by 0.75. And I actually tested it, 2.25 divided by 0.75. That's going to give me 3. So 14 divided by 0.75 is going to give me, and it's going to be a decimal, so we're going to do it both ways, 18 and 6/10 repeating, which is 2/3, so it would be 18 and 2/3 feet. And I don't care which way you give it to me, in decimal or fraction, it doesn't matter. So let's do another one that has decimals in it or fractions in it, just to make sure we're doing it right. A scale on a map reads 2 inches equals 125 miles. So inches on top on the map, miles on the bottom is actual. If two cities are 4 3/4 inches apart, so 3/4 is 75 hundredths, so 4.75 hundredths, what is their actual distance? So let's see, which way is the best way? I'm going to go up and down. I'm going to do things a little bit different. So I did 125 divided by 2. So I'm going to multiply by 62.5. So I'm going to multiply by 62.5, and I get 296.875 miles. And there you go. So number 5. The wingspan, here's our, set up our proportion. The wingspan of an airplane is 197 feet. A model of its airplane uses a scale. Now we're going to put this first. 5 inches equals 40 feet. So where are we going to put the 197 feet? We're going to put it on the bottom by the feet. And again, I'm going simple. 5 times 8 equals 40. I don't have anything that I can multiply, so let's go the other way. 40 divided by 8. So I'm going to go the other way here too. 197 divided by 8. We get 24.625 inches. Number 6. A scale model of a new building was created for approval by the city. The scale of the model is 3 inches equals 20 feet. So inches on the model, 20 feet on the actual building. If the model is 5 feet tall, now here we go. It is 5 feet. This is in inches. So I'm going to do 5 times 12, so I have it in inches. That gives me 60. So that's 60 inches. How many feet would that be? And again, I'm going to go easy. So 3 times 20 gives me 60. So 20 times 20, that gives me the building is 400 feet. So let's find the scale now. Kind of, sort of, a little bit different, but doing basically the same thing. The drawing length is 9 inches. The actual length is 45 feet. So I want to get the scale, which basically says 1 inch represents what? So basically, I'm going to divide by 9 to get 1. So 45 divided by 9, gives me 5 feet. So my scale is 1 inch is 5 feet. And you could write it this way too. 1 inch equals 5 feet, or represents 5 feet. So let's do number 12. The model length is 6 2/5 inches. If I put that into a decimal, it's 6.4. Actual length is 120. So we're going to put 6.4 meters is 120 kilometers. So what would 1 meter represent? So again, I'm going to do this the easy way. I'm going to divide by 6.4. 6.4 divided by 6.4 is 1. So 120 divided by 6.4, we get 18.75 kilometers. So there's our scale. Notice we keep doing it for 1. Our measurement on the model is going to be 1. Okay, so let's go to number 13. Two cities are 750 miles apart. 750 miles apart. If they are 8 inches apart on the map, find the scale. So 8 inches on the map is 750 miles in actual life. So what would 1 inch represent? Well, I'm going to divide by 8. So 750 divided by 8, we get 93.75 miles. So there's our scale. Number 14 gets a little bit dicey, but I think we can do it. A cell phone tower is 162 feet tall. If a model of the tower is 5 5/8 tall, find the scale. Well, let's get 5 5/8 into a decimal. So we're going to do 5 divided by 8, and that is going to give us 0.625. So our model is 5.625, and that represents 162 feet. So what would 1 inch represent? So again, I'm going to divide by 5.625. 162 divided by 5.625, and I get 28.8 feet. So here's our scale. So let's do one. You're making a scale drawing of the school library using the scale 12 inches equals 6 feet. What would the scale factor, this should say scale factor, is a typo in there, that represents how much smaller the drawing is than the actual library. One thing I'd like you to notice is this. What does 1 inch equal? 1 inch or 12 inches, 12 inches equals 1 foot. So we could say that 1 foot is equal to 6 feet. So how much smaller is the drawing? What would we do to the 1 to get 6? We would multiply by 6. So it is 6 times smaller. That would be our answer. Let's do the last one here and see how we do. For the movie King Kong, its special effects crew is creating a larger model of King Kong using the smaller scale model in the picture. They used a scale of 16 feet in the larger model represents 1 foot in the smaller model. So let's put the small on top, the large on the bottom. So 1 foot equals 16 feet. So if we look at our picture now, our model is 2 feet high. So again, I can do this way. I can multiply by 16 going this way, or I can multiply by 2 going this way. Either way, I'm going to come up with 32 feet. So the height of the larger model is 32 feet. So as you can see, we're not doing anything dramatically different, just different words. So your homework is in Schoology. It's the 5.6 homework 2020. It is due in the next class period, and if you have questions, feel free to send me a message. Thank you.